But that's what black men are saying they want, that these passport bros are running overseas, taking the women of other men products. Like these women are the way they are because the men in their culture are not y'all. That and y'all are running over there trying to go get these women because the men in that society is not like y'all.
I think it's really important to like really talk about the dynamic, right? Because the dynamic between black men and women is significantly different than it is between white men and white women.
Mm-hmm.
Black women have always been leaders alongside their men. When we
Okay.
look at a lot of the political movements, a lot of the social movements, there have been women there that have been at the forefront of it. They were not always the ones leading it.
Black men want to hold black women accountable for the community as leaders, right? But when you think about the single motherhood rate, white men blame black men for the single motherhood rate in the fatherless homes. You know why? Because you go on TikTok, you see a white woman with a black man, you're going to go through them comments and they're going to say, oh, she's going to become a single mom. Then you don't find those type of comments when there's the other way around with a black woman with another race of men. But when there's a black man with another race of women, other races of men say she better be prepared to become a single mother. So other races of men look at black men like they are the problems because they are not being the leaders in our community and stepping up. They have excuses of why they leave the home. Your mama was nagging me. That's why I ain't shit. I couldn't get a job. If your mama just let me not pay, not be financially responsible and protect me, I would have been there for you, little Billy. And so now little Billy mad at his mama for, pushing his daddy away. That's what it seems like a lot of these men are mad about. I saw a video the other day, a man shouting at a black woman saying, my daddy wanted to be there, but my mama kept him away. And I'm like, there's two sides to the story. No, hold women accountable. Like, and it's like, we're the only
So
community
I
that
think
want to
B.
hold
Taylor.
women as like,
But B. Taylor, I think it's really important to like really talk about the dynamic, right? Because the dynamic between black men and women is significantly different than it is between white men and white women.
mm-hmm,
Black women have always been leaders alongside their men. When we
okay.
look at a lot of the political movements, a lot of the social movements, there have been women there that have been at the forefront of it. They were not always the ones leading it or campaigning it or strategizing it, but they were definitely at the forefront supporting and enforcing the policies that were put behind leaders, right? That doesn't happen with a lot of other cultures. So this idea of holding women accountable to some degree for community, I think makes sense in the black community because women are leaders or have always been leaders alongside their men. The dynamics have changed depending on the time period, right? Depending on what society looks like, what community looks like, what family looks like, that's shifted a little bit when you look at that over time. It makes sense to also hold women accountable.
Well,
That doesn't happen in a lot of other societies, right?
yeah,
When you
but
look at
it's
a lot of other races and cultures, they their women don't show up like that typically.
but that's
Some
what black men are saying they want, that these passport bros are running overseas, taking the women of other men products. Like these women are the way they are because the men in their culture are not y'all. That and y'all are running over there trying to go get these women because the men in that society is not like y'all.
Well,
So that
I think we do. So, in regards to other races of men having these opinions of black men, they're idiots. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't know anything. They don't know anything about our community other than what they see on TV. So I don't hold any kind of weight to
are
anything
they
that they.
looking at that or the statistics though? Because when they see a single black mom, they look at the dad. They don't look. They don't look at the
They
women.
do. The men, the white men that I know, they do point fingers at the men. They hold men accountable. They
yeah,
are really big on look, the man is the lead. He is the responsible party. They do.
Yeah, they do.
At least the
They don't
ones
know
that
anything about black. They don't know anything about black men. I will never
But
give
they
them
know that our
that.
community is wrecked and they're looking at it like it's y'all. What are y'all doing? The women are working their asses off. I remember I heard an older white man say, you know who worked the hardest? Out of all women are black women. Black women, that's why they love hiring black women in corporate America because they know that they work very hard. They're committed to their jobs. They provide for their kids. They make a way out of no way and they respect that. Like you
The
could sit down
structure,
and have a very intelligent conversation with a lot of. I've heard so many older black women say it's older white men love having conversations with black women because of their intelligence and because of how hardworking they are. So when these are things that I've been told by older black women in corporate America. I'm not trying to knock anybody. I'm like I said, they be controversial, but they look at the men. They look at the
yeah,
men and they respect the women.
there's a completely different way that black men and white men look at power dynamics inside of relationships. Some of those men, you can get with them all you want, and you're going to find out that they enjoy certain things that black men typically don't. I'm not going to say it online, but it's very different. That's all I can really say about it. Is it's different. A lot of women are looking at them as the gold standard, thinking that they do what they do what they're supposed to do, and it's the grass
Are
is
you saying
greener over
women are
there.
fetishized?
Black women are fetishized with white
Like
men,
I'm saying,
absolutely.
No,
oh,
I don't. I don't. Black men are
It depends.
fetishized as well.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
think
just
that they
yeah.
but he
appreciate
said
their
it was
beauty.
different, so I was just trying to figure
No,
out.
the thing that I'm saying that's different, I can't say online.
I think that they.
Okay.
Why is
I
it? But
think
they
that I don't.
appreciate their natural beauty. They don't tell them to straighten their hair. They're like, oh wow, kinky curly hair. That's so different. What is wrong with that? I don't see nothing wrong with that. Because black
I
women
think
are not fetishized enough, but the mixed race and Hispanic or foreign, what is it called? Foreign women are fetishized by black men.
Well, so going back to the passport bros thing, I think that is its own thing, because you have to look at, for a certain demographic of men, of black men inside the black community, they operate completely different. You don't hear about them. Like, they're not posted in the news or on the media, anything like that, because those men are at home with their families. They work every day. They're not into all that type of stuff. So those men, I believe, the passport bros are a collection of the men that are a little bit more modest, that have a traditional view of marriage, and they go overseas to get women that are more submissive. Not saying that all black women are not submissive, but it's more difficult to find that certain type of woman. And when you are in a stage in your life when you want to just get married and be with somebody, I understand the desire to go to the place where you have the best chance.